All right, what's going on, guys? This is Sincere. So I thought I would just make a real talk video with you guys, share some thoughts, what's been happening, what's moving forward, how we are scaling our agency, and most importantly, we took a very big L not so long ago, and taking L's in the OFM space is just normal. And after taking that L, some people might have given up. Some people might have said this is not for them. Other people would have thrown in the towel. But consistency and those that stay persistent always get rewarded. And in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that we had a model leave. We actually had 3 models leave doing 20K per month each, but basically we had a recruiter that came in between these clients and stole these 3 clients from us. Now, we learned from our mistakes. We're never gonna be working in that manner as we did before. And obviously with that, we lost about 60K of revenue. However, in a short time period, we were able to lock in, scale further, and double back our results. Now, reflecting back on this situation, I'm actually glad we had this experience because it taught us a few things. And we got humbled for a minute. We got scammed by a recruiter. Now we know moving forward, never work with recruiters again, or at least not in the way that we were working with that recruiter. And 2, when you come under pressure, that's when your true self gets shown. That's where you can see who you are and how you step up to the game. And thirdly, after that happened, we adopted black hat marketing methods. Now, we were not too big on black hat before that, but after that, we saw a direct use case why we needed quick, efficient results, which 9 out of 10 times will come from black hat marketing methods. So let me show you. Now, in most cases, I think a lot of people would have given up at that point. They would have been frightened. They would have been feeling insecure. They would be feeling like, oh, this is a drag. I have to build back up, yada, yada, yada. Nothing should be easy, guys. Nothing should be easy. When it's difficult, it's because some great shit's about to come. If it's easy, everybody does it. Everybody does it. But since not a lot of people do it, it's because it's not easy. It's always going to be a little bit difficult. However, there are ways you can make things easier, right? But enough yap. Let me show you guys. All right, we're on the POV rig right now. I think this thing is pretty cool. All right, let's check it out. All right, guys, so first things first, I want you guys to click the link in the description to go to my free Telegram group, Make OFM Great Again. It is the best place to meet new people, network, and just expand your business. We are quite literally on a mission to make OFM great again. All right, so we're stepping away from all the shitty group chats on Telegram, all the assholes. I only want nice, kind, real fucking people in this group chat. Come there and just be a good community member. We're here to make a change. Now, I think the title of this video is going to be something along the lines of how we lost 60K, but we made 150 or 200K back. So let's get into it. This month, at this moment, it's October 24th. We have made $151,000 in sales. So these numbers right here, this is of course gross earnings. Right now we're standing at 121K net. So hopefully we'll add another 50K gross to the board by the end of the month. But let's see how things progress. Maybe momentum goes down, maybe it doesn't. It all just depends. So how did we do this, guys? Okay. So first things first is we onboarded more models. Since we lost 3 models, we said, hey, we need more models on the roster because we are not taking this risk anymore. Therefore, we onboarded 6 new models on top of the models we already had. So with more models, obviously comes more marketing capabilities and more revenue. Now, I would say that there's 2 different strategies. You can go for vertical scaling or horizontal scaling, but in our experience, horizontal scaling is a lot easier than vertical scaling. Now, some people will disagree with me. That is completely fine. It'll help us diversify, and we're not going to run into similar risk as we had before. Now, once we have more models, we did one thing, as I mentioned at the start of this video. We implemented black hat marketing. And black hat marketing was never really something that I was super fond of. I was always preaching for organic, but we were in a situation where black hat was necessary. Now, I know a lot of people starting out in their agency, black hat is actually very beneficial at both the start and at any point in any agency. That's why the best agencies have both of those sides covered. Organic always takes a long time to grow, and you need to be able to show results for creators in a short period of time. That's why black hat is king in those situations. Now, when we onboard a new creator, not every creator gets equal attention. That's just not the reality. So the reality is that we're going to onboard a lot of creators at the same time. They will all get Twitter. They will all get Instagram Reels in some capacity. Some will get less Reels accounts. Some will get a whole Reels farm. It all depends on how we're feeling about the client, how they execute on content, and if we really feel like doubling down on them specifically. Some creators also get Reddit, not all of them do, and some of them will also get automated mass follow on Instagram. Now for the rest of this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about who I am, because I think a lot of people don't actually know who I am. For the majority of my life, I did not care about career, profession, anything. I was just here to have fun. That's all I was doing. I was skateboarding, I was working shitty jobs, I was smoking a lot of weed, I was playing games, fuck bro, going to Aqua Park like a retard for the first like 20 years of my life. That's all I did, right? I used to love partying, I used to love drinking, I used to love hanging out with friends. I even used to rap. So I think that must tell you something about who I am, because if somebody wants to be a rapper, you always know that friend that is the SoundCloud rapper. That was me. I've never been religious about going to the gym. I've never been religious about working hard, having good grades. I've just been doing whatever the hell I want to do. And it's kind of worked out for me in the end, right? There was a period in my life where I ended up getting serious about having a career, going into corporate, and I got a sales role at a big tech firm, which was a really good position, really good company. That would have been super solid for my CV. But I stayed there for less than 6 months. I left because it just wasn't for me. I wasn't built for sitting on sales calls talking about cloud infrastructure and what the fuck not. It just wasn't my calling, and I knew that. Now, was OFM my calling? Probably not, but online business always attracted me, okay? So online business was always really interesting for me. So I tried many different things, right? I tried a cold email agency. I tried a beverage company, which isn't an online business, but I tried a beverage company as well. Tried drop shipping, did a 360 virtual tour business where I used to go to little like properties and say, hey, you guys want a 360 virtual tour so people might be able to buy your house? That's what I used to do. And I mean, did it make money? Not really, but I knew I just wanted to do things my way, one way or the other. And so do I love OFM? Necessarily not really. Do I hate it? No, not at all. It's completely neutral for me. I mean, the only thing is that it gets the bag and it lets me live the life that I want to live. I could also do that somewhere else, but it would just be doing something 10x more boring where it's 10x more harder to actually make the bag. So, I mean, I don't like working. Who likes working? I want to retire, move to a fucking golf course or some shit. That would be my dream. But we're still young and ambitious, and we're here to make money, and we're here to secure our future. And maybe you get it, bro. I wear this mask so I look a bit crazy and shit, but under here, it's just me. Bro, nothing in my life has ever told me that, hey, you are going to be successful and have an online business. I never knew that. Some part of me was always working in that direction. I think that was the main key. But I took some risks and it worked out. And I want you to know that it doesn't take anyone except yourself to make it happen. Some people will make you believe that you have to be, religious about going to the gym, locking in, doing all of these things, be a man, whatever, and you don't, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you something about myself, which you might make fun of, but bro, I like aquariums. Aquariums and tropical fish are what I fuck with. Before all of this, I had like 4 aquariums in my room. Now I'm obviously traveling, so aquariums is not something that I can do. As soon as I buckle down, I'm gonna go back to my geeky aquarium hobby and have all the tropical fish I want, because that's what I like, right? And so I was never somebody who was all about business. I was just wanted to be free, bro. That's the main thing. If you want to be free, I think you know the way that you need to take as well. Now, I think that's it for this video, boys. Smash the like button, click the link, join the free group, make OFM great again. Wishing you health, wealth, and love. Take care. Bye-bye.